John Savage, what brings you out to this green event tonight? John Savage is the narrator of this movie.
Oh boy.
So I just wanted to say that...
Carrier in the fleet. The greenest carrier in our fleet.
That's the exciting thing, is the reason we have the freedoms to do these things in this country is because our men and women of the Navy
God bless them
are...
all, I say.
But the cool thing about them is that they are being green. The Carl Vinson is America's greenest aircraft carrier. John Savage is the narrator. What was it like to narrate this film?
It was great. I have a strong feeling for the veterans in our services, and I grew up with the Marines.
So we want to hear firsthand from you. What was it that they did that was green aboard the Carl Vinson?
They had tremendous recycling. They were being very careful with their water. Navy vessels have always been careful with water. You have to, but they went beyond any of that. Green energy, they did everything a person could do on a battleship. It's amazing.
Because of the military's newer perspective with their concern for the environment.
And you should know because you're narrating a film that's coming out. Tell us a little bit about that.
Very powerful movie about a great aircraft carrier. The Carl Vincent is the name of this carrier. You get a good idea what our Navy's about.
We're so excited about this film because it raises the morale, and we want to see this film at the Independent Spirit Awards, because the Independent Spirit Awards is all about the independent filmmaker, and it's all about spirit. And that's exactly what this film is about, is inspiration, patriotism, feeling good about America. The First Lady and the President are on board, along with Pamela Anderson, Brooklyn Decker, Rosalind Sanchez from Act of Valor. It's Magic Johnson. The list goes on. And you are the narrator. We're so honored to have you on board.
Yeah, a lot of focus is on just the great character of our servicemen. I grew up in the Marine Corps. I don't know. I'm getting a little goosebumpy here, but this is part of it. You know, it's like waking up a little bit more to our environment and the future of our kids and everybody else. So.
Well, we're honored to have you on board, literally, because some of the great work that you've done with The Deer Hunter, Godfather 3. All right, John Savage, so good to see you coming out here on the green carpet tonight, and we'll see you on Veterans Day 2013
Thanks a lot.
at the Lemley in Santa Monica. Thanks,
Wow.
John. Hi, I'm filmmaker Tamara Henry, producer of The Carrier. I'm one of the only female filmmakers in this military genre, as my father worked in intelligence for 20 years at the Pentagon and received the Bronze Star for ground operations against hostile forces. I believe what our country needs right now is to see this inspirational and patriotic film. The Carrier is all about raising the morale of the men and women who fight for our freedoms to be things like independent filmmakers.
I'm the documentary filmmaker.
Okay.
That's from Captain Bruce Lindsay. So we're bringing back the magic to Veterans Day.
I look forward to it.
So we're putting the magic back into 11/11/11 Veterans Day. Thank you.
And as the news anchor for Santa Monica, I've been a huge fan of the Independent Spirit Awards, held right down at the beach in Santa Monica. I have a proven track record as a 2010 and 2012 Oscar shortlisted producer. So join us as we stand a very good chance to be nominated in the 2014 Independent Spirit Awards. So make sure to come out on Veterans Day 2013 to see John Savage narrate The Carrier.
From filmmakers Stephen C. Barber and Matthew Housley and executive producer Tim Shelton comes a classic battle between two titans of college basketball. A matchup between the Michigan State Spartans and the University of North Carolina Tar Heels in a setting never before seen. On the deck of an active nuclear aircraft carrier. The first of its kind, many said it could not be done.
I'll have to say I didn't know if it was possible.
But when it comes to giving back to our men and women in uniform, nothing proves too difficult. Witness the first NCAA basketball game played on the aircraft carrier Carl Vinson. Join the President and First Lady, along with basketball legends Magic Johnson and James Worthy, for this historic event. Don't miss The Carrier, premiering November 11th, Veterans Day
Hey, I'm Tamara Henry, producer with Vanilla Fire Productions here in San
Good morning,
Diego.
I'm Stephen Barber. We're here on the aircraft carrier, the Carl Vinson. This, of course, is the ship that took out the #1 terrorist, Osama bin Laden. I want to talk to your network about acquiring this amazing film. I'm the exclusive documentary filmmaker. It's called The Carrier Classic. It's going to be Michigan State against North Carolina. It's going to be an amazing game on 11/11/11. The opportunity for sponsorship and also the opportunity to acquire this amazing film is here.
Hey everybody, I'm Tamara Henry with Vanilla Fire Productions, a producer on our next event. We're here in San Diego on the Carrier Classic. I want to introduce you to filmmaker Stephen C. Barber.
It's all part of a new documentary. Filmmaker Stephen Barber is working on it, and he comes
welcome,
to us.
Stephen.
Thanks, man.
Glad to have you here on the set with us. And what is the documentary about?
Well, basically, I was able, with my producer Tim Shelton, to go out to the carrier and spend like 3 or 4 days out there with the men and women. That was really what it's all about. And I got to go out, and it was unbelievable. I mean, I got to land on the carrier, spend 3 days with the men and women, interviewed 60, 70 of the young men and women. And if you've never been on an aircraft carrier, it's overwhelming. The sacrifice these young people make is just off the charts. Nothing like this has ever been done in history.
Did you get to meet the president while you were there?
I met the president briefly. My producer, Tamara Henry, was actually bestowed this world's first presidential mic flag on him with a 92-year-old veteran, Leon Cooper. But it was all about the troops. Everything was about the troops. I mean, the mic flag was cool and everything was cool and all the bells and whistles were cool. But what the whole idea for the Morale Foundation is to let people know that we have hundreds of thousands of our men and women out there sacrificing. And I mean, listen, they sacrifice. They work 20 hours a day. So I was as remiss as everybody else until I got out on the deck. And it was just amazing.
Now, you said a 92-year-old veteran. That would be a World War II veteran.
Leon Cooper, who is the star of this movie I did, Return to Tarawa, that Ed Harris narrated, walked right up to the president, shook his hand, and said, "Mr. President, we need to get rid of all the Republicans."
Oh my gosh, okay.
Well, I'm sure the president agreed.
The president agreed. I thought he laughed.
Sir, you have to meet Leon Cooper. He's a World War II vet.
How are you, sir?
He is a World War II vet.
I want to remind you of the words from Shakespeare. It says, "Get rid of all the Republicans."
One in every crowd.
Leon Cooper, you just met the president. How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
How do you feel on Veterans Day 11/11/11? You made a joke. He laughed. We're going to put you on the LA Comedy Awards. Veterans, you rock, Leon. You're a funny one.
Magic.
He was like
magic.
a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
He was like, how neat to be here.
Steve, thanks so much for coming in and
Thank you
sharing
for
your
the
story with us. We really
Congratulations.
appreciate
I'm Stephen C. Barber. Please check out my blog, stevencbarber.blogspot.com. The world's first basketball game on an aircraft carrier to your network. Give me a call, 310-806-5833. Welcome to the Carl Vinson. Love you, brother. The reason we're here with my producer, Tamara Henry, is that we are the exclusive documentary filmmakers on Veterans Day. It'll be the world's first basketball game here on the deck. It'll be North Carolina against Michigan. Michael Jordan and Magic Johnson will be playing a game of horse. There'll be all kinds of A-list celebrities. It's going to be really quite amazing. We're really interested in your network picking this up and acquiring it. We've had a lot of success with military documentaries. We did the movie Return to Tarawa, which was one of Military Channel's highest rated documentaries. The world's first basketball game, NCAA, on an aircraft carrier. You gotta love it.
Hey guys, I'm Sean Patrick Flannery. I'm asking you to join me this Veterans Day for the historic new film by award-winning filmmaker Stephen C. Barber, The Carrier.
It's amazing. It's incredible.
It's something to remember. I'm super excited.
The whole thing is awesome.
It means a lot.
I expect to see a lot of VIPs.
It's going to be one of the greatest things that I've ever been involved with my entire life.